Yo, 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 what's good, fam? Howard J in the building, new member, loving it, loving it. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me cut off this. Shannon Ewing, what's good with you? Gina V. Gina, what's happening, boo? Coy, what's good, frack? Go mob, go mob. Give some time for everybody else to jump in the Chizat. Now, the question is, hmm, 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 hmm. Fat guy with guns, what's good with you? Law abiding savage, what's cracking? Thomas BG, what's good? Hopefully the echo is off now. Let me know if it's still echoing. I think I fixed what it was, but if I still got an issue, let me know. Mark Thompson, what's good? Hazmat 801, what's happening with you? Big Riz in the building. Kingdom Defense, what's good? Okay, so I need to change this to a PDF. All right, let me try to do this real quick. Hey, y'all, I'm here. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to set up so we can have a lively and engaging chat today. Um, oh, well, that's weird. So let's cancel that. Let's come here. Let's save this. Maybe because that's one. File. Save as a PDF. Okay. Now let's see if I can present slides, my computer, upload file. Rick G, what's good with you? Bougie Prepper, what's happening? What's happening? All right, man, I'm figuring it out, y'all. No, the gun room is just the background, fam. I am not in the gun room right now. I'm in my office. Man, I stopped in on RGG's and Zach's live on Saturday because all the rap beef was heating up. But man, it's still going, y'all. I don't know where this gonna stop, man. These two dudes are just at each other's neck. Y'all can drop down in the comments and let me know who y'all think is um who's winning it. Dennis Dixon, what's good with you? Hey Siege, hey sis. OG Tank, no doubt, man. I think it's good for hip hop. This is probably the liveliest year that hip hop has had, and man, I can't remember how long. Bust them guns, what's good? Integrity Firearms, what's happening with you? Okay, so Zach thinks that Drake's last one was weak. I'll be honest, man. I haven't even had a chance to listen to the last one because they keep dropping new ones every 5 minutes. I can't. Nobody got time for all that. People got jobs to go to. Hey, speaking of which, if you guys have not seen Zach's video featuring Gina v Gina, make sure you guys go check that out on Fat Guy with Guns channel. Talking about the new Canic, Terran Tactical Canic, and what it is and what it isn't. I thought that was good information. Clint Barton, what's happening with you, fam? Welcome, welcome. And so, along those lines, I'm glad Zach kind of did that because that leads me into the topic of tonight's show, which is Black Guns and Garden. What's good with you? Which leads me to this has been kind of an ongoing thing. If you guys watch my channel and you watch RGG's channel, you know that maybe if I don't know what it was, maybe 2 weeks ago or so, I was on a live on RGG's panel, and we got to start talking about these kind of sub 1,000 2011 or 2011s that were right around 1,000, which I didn't have a high opinion on, but everything is relative, so I'm not saying they're bad guns. I'm not saying they're good guns, but anytime you have a conversation about what's bad and what's good, it's all relative to what you're comparing it to. OG Tank, I wish I didn't have a real person job. I've been slaving all day today. So it's all depending on what you're comparing it to, right? My man RGG in the building. Hey, before I get going, I think it's coming up on the last day for you to buy your tickets for the regular meetup. RGG, if you could drop down in the chat, when's the last day? I don't know if it's today or maybe it's this week, but it's coming up. And so make sure you have your tickets for a regular meetup. It is arguably, in my humble opinion, one of the best events in the industry because it has almost everything. Okay, so May 24th, RGG is saying is the last day to buy. So it's one of the best events in the industry, in my opinion, because of everything that it brings to the table. You get a dope range day, which is great. And a lot of events, that's all you get is the range day. But here you get a crazy range day. There's a women's conference. There is a meet and greet, which to me is almost every time I've gone, I try to get there a day or two early just so I have more time to hang out with folks and talk with folks and chat with these folks that you engage with in these chats on a weekly basis over the course of a year, right? So that part is crazy. Then you get to like style out and go to the awards dinner where all these 2A content creators are honored. But on top of that, you get to dress in your finest and go do what you do. Last year they had a concert. This year they got a crazy dope DJ who's going to be doing it all. Look, it's not my event. I'm just an advocate for supporting what we do in the community. And I've gone to the event multiple times and I know it's dope. So that's just, my 2 cents. Patrick Gun Food, what's good with you? Speaking of which, make sure you guys are supporting Patrick and the Gun Food. I got ammo arriving in the next day or so. Stop playing. I got ammo coming in the next day or two because I got a big range day this Friday where I'm gonna probably blow a ton of ammo out. Okay, so back to what this live was about. My bad, I got distracted. So we got to talking about 2011s, and subsequent to that, I did a video. And if you haven't checked it out on my channel, go back and check it out where I asked the question, why do you want a 2011? What is your reason for buying a 2011? Depending on your reason for buying a 2011, $1,000, one of the lower end kind of entry level 2011s may be the right way to go for you. But if you're expecting that quality and performance level and cheat code and all of that people associate with 2011s, that comes at a price. Gina, stop playing. Stop playing. You know I'm gonna get you back, so it's all good. But thank you, Gina, for the memberships. I don't have the RGG shake or the sound effects, so I'm gonna just say thank you very, very, very much. So Hazmat Atlas KI, yeah, no doubt. Hey, that's on the list. And so what I thought I would talk about today, and so that led in to my video from this past Saturday. And look, fam, whenever I can, I try to sit in on the premieres because I know a lot of you guys watch the premieres, and I always want to share that moment with you guys. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, some folks was giving me the blues a little bit. My boy Thomas was giving me the blues a little bit. Charles Henry, what's good? About how I rated the new Atlas Apollo. If you guys haven't seen that video, man, go back and check it out, because I'm telling you, y'all, that Atlas Apollo is not for play. That is one of the best shooting guns, feeling guns, quality guns that I have ever held in these hands. I mean, that sucker runs. Now, everybody that's watched the channel and has known me for a while, you guys know that I have said that my Atlas Erebus is by far, hands down, the best shooting pistol I ever saw. And leading up to the release of the Apollo, there were a lot of people out there, including some folks at Atlas and some folks associated and affiliated with Atlas, saying that, man, the Apollo wanted smoke with the Erebus. It was some like Drake, Kendrick Lamar type stuff, right? And so I was anxious to see it. Now, I think some folks felt like I have some kind of bias towards the Erebus. I really don't. Look, fam, I'm just keep it 100. The bias I have towards the Erebus has to do with the way that the Erebus shoots. But in the best of worlds, every gun I buy, whether it's $500 or $50,000, anything in between, I want it to be better than the Erebus, because that just means my collection is that much better. And when you own the guns that you're reviewing, you don't have a dog in the race. And so I don't have a dog in the race. If I felt like the Apollo was better than the Erebus, then I would have had no problem saying that. Tactical Tina also gave me a little bit of grief about that too. I don't think she's in the chat right now, but she gave me a little bit of grief too about that. So here's what I'll say, that the Apollo and the Erebus winded up being a tie in terms of the overall score, which to me made a lot of sense, because I felt that they were kind of best in class guns. And the EOS also was a tie. Now, I made a mistake on the EOS video. I said that the EOS earned a 15 in one category, but I typed 14. So if you went back and did the math, it would seem like the EOS was a 90 instead of a 91, but actually the EOS was a 91 too. So after getting all that smoke from everybody on Saturday, I went back, you guys, and I went and looked at not all my pistols, but certainly all my current 2011 pistols. And then I looked at some of my other kind of higher end, but non 2011 pistols. And I redid the rankings. Because here's what you find out, fam. Keep in mind, some of these pistols I rated, I don't know, 2 years ago. And so as you start getting more information in, it's sometimes good to go back and reassess. So I got good news for Thomas. I got good news for Tactical Tina. I raised the overall score for the Atlas Apollo to a 93. The bad news is I raised the score for the Erebus to a 93 too. So they're still tied. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you guys kind of my list of 2011 and their scores and their rankings. Oh, Thomas BG, there is no comparison between the Erebus and the Chirac. The Chirac is a phenomenal gun. And in my opinion, and we'll talk about this more in a minute, in my opinion, arguably one of the best value pistols out there. It is punching way above its weight class. The Chirac is punching way above its weight class. For the price point that it is, which is $3,500, $3,600 for the 5-inch version. Now, the toolbox version and the 4.25 version is a little bit higher than that. I think 4 and some change maybe. But I have the 5-inch. At that price point, it's competing with guns that are $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 more than the Chirac. That's what makes the Chirac so unique. Is that for the price point, it's beating guns that it has no business beating. Hazmat 801, EOS or Aries? EOS for sure. EOS for sure. The EOS is ported. Depending on which Aries you get, it's not ported. And it has that steel frame to it that the Aries doesn't have, which does surprisingly have effect. I don't own the Aries, but I've got a ton of rounds through the Aries because of my connection with Covert. I've shot the Aries more times than I can count. And no, the EOS is it. Now, that's if we're talking about the 4.25 Aries. The Aries comes in, I think, 4.6 and 4.25. But either way, look, this is just me. I don't have no insider information. I think the Aries ultimately is going to be phased out because the 4.25 EOS is better than the Aries. And at the 4.6, the Apollo is there, and it's better than the Aries is. They got a lot of guns at the 4.6 level that are better. So I don't know how long the Eros will be around. Looney Tune, I have shot the Platypus. I shot it at a regular meetup. And if you guys would like to shoot quality guns like the Platypus, you should be attending the regular meetup, which is coming up this year. And the latest day for you to buy your tickets are May 24th. How'd I do, RGG? How did I do, RGG? So I have shot the Platypus. I enjoy it. I like it. I think it's a quality firearm. It is not a 2011 though. So for you guys who are thinking, oh, I want to get the Platypus because I want a 2011, it's not a 2011. But it doesn't have to be. And one of the things I want to stress today, it doesn't have to be a 2011 to be a good gun. Let's stop acting like The only good guns on the planet are 2011s because that's simply not true. Maybe the best of the best of the best of the guns are 2011s, but there are plenty of great guns that are not 2011s. And we should be aware of that, particularly for like $2,000 or less. There's a ton of great guns that are not 2011 that if you're buying something in that range, you should be considered. PJTE was cracking. He said, I tried the Eros and Apollo. Apollo felt better. Yeah, yeah. So, and somebody asked me before, I think, Hazmat asked, can you carry the EO? So here's the thing. In theory, my man RGG, new member to the channel. Appreciate you, bro. Here's the thing about carrying the EOs. From a size perspective, most definitely it is very carryable. How slim the frame is, definitely carryable. But it's a heavy gun. So, some folks out here carrying Desert Eagles and crap. So I can't say whether you would think it's carryable. Some people would find it heavy as a carry gun, especially if they're accustomed to carrying polymer frame pistols. And some people would think it's just fine. Certainly in terms of the overall size and the feel in the hand, if you're comfortable with a 4 1/4 inch gun, carrying a 4 1/4 inch barrel gun, then definitely from a size perspective, it's good, but it's a heavy gun still. So I hope that answers that question. And PJT said he tried the Eros and the Apollo. Apollo felt better. Yeah, because the Apollo is a full size gun, 4.6 inch barrel versus a 4 1/4, bigger, wider grip. So if you've got big hands like me, then you'll probably feel more comfortable with that bigger grip. So that makes a lot of Gina. You keep playing. All right. Thank you, Gina. So that makes it feel a lot better in the hands too. So, all of those things I think kind of add to it. But yeah, so look, fam, I went back and I kind of rejudged. RGG said I need a dance, bro. You got the corner, you got it cornered on the dance moves, bro. Yeah, so I went back and I kind of re-scored all of my 2011s to see where they set at today. And I thought I'd share that with you guys because I think if you're looking to buy a 2011, you want to look at this. I also think that, and I'll put it up momentarily, but I also think that this list will be enlightening to some. Because RGG says this a lot, and my main man Zach says this a lot. Just because something costs more does not necessarily mean it's better. And I think there's some truth to that. I think you'll see that bear out in my rating system. But I will say this, that a lot of times when something is more is because the cost, the materials, and everything that go into it are more, which is why it ends up costing more. So I do think, I think there's some exceptions to the rule that not all things that cost more are better, but we'll get to see that play out in real time. Martin Lawrence says, how do I get all those off rushers? By paying a lot of money, my man. By paying a lot of money, my man. Dude, y'all, real quick, before I jump off, I had an interesting comment. And I try to always respond to every single comment on my channel. Doesn't matter how many I get. If it's off of a main video versus like a short, I respond to every comment no matter what, but I try to do a written comment to all of my like full form videos, right? So let me know what you guys think. So I two things. So two things I want to tell you guys tonight, and then we'll get back into uh, the topic. So a guy left a message for me, and most of y'all are family. Y'all are family. we in here. I can share. This is a safe place, right? This is a safe place. Ooh, hold on. How do I pronounce your name? Is it Jarrell? Jarrell, tell me if I'm Teves. Tell me if I'm pronouncing your first name right, because I do want to get back to that question. That's a great question. So this guy left this message, and I thought it was interesting. I didn't find it offensive or anything like that. So don't go in on the fam. Don't go looking for the comment and go in on them. I think from his perspective, he was trying to give me some prudent advice, right? But I thought it was interesting in that he said, hey, I love your videos. I watch all the time. I love your content. I couldn't tell whether he was white or black. But he said, I wish you wouldn't say fam so much because it comes off like you're the intelligent black guy who's trying to be hood. And my response to him was, well, that's funny because I'm an intelligent black guy who's from the hood. So who knew? Right? Who knew? But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about his comment and my response. I thought it was very interesting perspective. C-Man, my guy in the building, Alaska's finest. C-Man said, fuck that. Charles Silly said, Martin Lawrence said, we all are, fam. Facts. Facts. A regular gun guy says the internet is a regular gun is an amazing. It is, y'all. It is 100%. Look, y'all. And that brings me into the RGG. It's funny you say that, bro. Because that brings me into this one. And this, I guess, is more. I appreciate that, I God, no doubt. This brings me into more of a semi-serious topic. And I just feel like I did a video. Sounds like you're from another planet. I did a video that I am not going to release. I shot it, I edited it, I uploaded it. It is set to premiere, I think, either Thursday or Saturday this week. And after getting some cogent advice, and after searching in my heart, I decided not to release it. Mainly because I felt it was a little bit off brand. Sometimes you do something, a feeling is evoked in you, and you get it out. And then the good thing about me and how I get down is I never just hit send. I'm doing videos weeks in advance. So this has been marinating with me for a while. But it's not on the gun, Dixon. This is just a commentary video. So and it goes back to the comments and how the internet is a weird place sometimes, right? So I since the channel has started, I've gotten comments sporadically that have said stuff like, oh, you need to move out of California. Oh, you need to move to a free state. Oh, you need to, because, on our rifles out here in Cali, a lot of times we have to do them in special format to get to work around the assault weapon ban. Oh, my weapon has balls. You need to get out of California. And this kind of thing, right? And so it never bothered me. I laughed it off. Sometimes I say something witty or smart back to them or whatever to get them to shut up. But it's bothering me now. And I got to be honest, y'all. A lot of times things that affect my friends hit me harder than things that affect me. And what my man RGG is going through in Illinois right now, what my man Big Fish Little Boat is going through in Colorado right now, what Jason and Shayna are going through in Washington now, it's pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie. It's making me mad because I feel like it's bullshit. And I feel like these little jokes and stuff move to a free state. Okay, if everybody just picks up and moves, then you're relinquishing ground. You're relinquishing that state. Now, sometimes we got to do what we got to do, for sure, for sure. But if we keep moving, our 2A real estate is going to go like this until eventually we have none. So I did a video and I went dead off. I went dead off. And, you know, fam, that's not me. I'm a lover, not a fighter, right? Right? So I decided I'm not going to do it, but I will say this: law-abiding savage, no problem at all, fam. You do it in a way that is not assholish and condescending. But these people out there who don't understand that infringement is coming to a theater near you, they're the problem. They're the problem. And so I've seen the way it's affecting my guy RGG. I've seen the way it's affecting Big Fish Little Boat. I've seen the way it's affecting Jason and Shannon, and it's pissing me off. That's been my existence since I got into guns. It's the only way I've known, really. So it doesn't bother me as much. But when I see people who had all their rights and had grown accustomed to having all their rights, when I see their rights going like this, it bothers me. It bothers me quite a bit. And so love RGG, love Big Fish Little Boat, love Shayna and Jace. And I don't want to see that happen to them. I don't want to see it happening to any of you guys. So we got to really, the time for those kind of jokes and all that is kind of over with, in my opinion. What we need to do is we need to band together and support one another and do whatever we can to try to ensure that our kids and our grandkids know what the Second Amendment is. And that's facts too, RGG. It's not easy to pack up and move. Like for me, man, I earn a living out here. My livelihood is based here. I can't just pick up and do what I do and have the same kind of contacts, connections, and all that stuff in another state where I've never lived. Not to mention, I got family out here. I got friends out here. Not to mention, when I walk outside in December, it's like 7 degrees and I'm wearing a tank top and shorts. I can't do that everywhere. So those things, that part, right? So anyway, fam, that's I'm getting off my soapbox now. I just had to put that. I just had to put that out there because that's how I was feeling. All right, so look, let's get back into this whole gun thing. Whoa. Since we're talking about gun things, let me just put this out. Yo, fam, I am giving away the two things. Number one, RGG got on me the other day, and I thought he had an excellent point in that a lot of people who are newer to my channel, people who have come along in, say, the last year or the last 6 months or whatever the case may be, and think that all I deal with or all I know or all I've ever known are high-end firearms, they may not realize that my channel got its roots upgrading Glocks and upgrading SIGs and upgrading Walthers and upgrading MMPs and stuff like that. And so I'm producing a video right now as we speak of 2A NLA's favorite striker fire pistols in my collection. So be on the lookout for that. Number one. And number two, one of those striker fire pistols that's my favorite is my Walther, my custom Walther PDP. And I am going to be giving that gun away on the channel this year. That gun, regular MSRP with all the stuff that I've done to it, is like a $2,000 gun, $2,000 value gun. Look, fam, that Walther is incredible. It's got an incredible trigger. It looks incredible. It's weighted perfect because I've twisted it up, added tactical mag. It's crazy. It's crazy. One of the craziest Walthers out there. And so we're going to be giving away that gun this year. Now, the way I'm going to do it is if you are a member of the channel at the time I shut it down, you will be automatically entered to win the gun. Now, if you would like to enter again, you can do so. Members can double enter at a discounted value. Okay. If you are not a member, it's okay. You can still enter. However, the cost to enter is probably going to be about $30, which is pretty much the cost of being a member for an entire year. So you might as well be a member and have chances to win all these great prizes. I'm giving away 3 things tonight, so we'll circle back to that. Giving away 3 things tonight. So you might as well be a member and have a chance to not only win the gun, but win all these other prizes that we're going to be giving away between now and the time we give away the gun. All right? So that's it with that. See, man, give away 2011. Man, 2011s are a grip, bro. Although, I'm not saying I won't. Just not this year. This year is the PDP. I might give a 2011 away next year, for real, for real. I might give up one of my staccatos next year. Dennis Dixon, go back, go to my videos and pull up PDP and you'll see it. It's crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy. So Letho in the building. What's good with you? Oh, maybe a prodigy. Maybe a prodigy. But okay, so this year I'm doing a PDP. Next year I will do a 2011. I will give away a 2011. Facts. Bust them guns. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. All right, now look. Now I got to see if I can pull this up. I think I got it. I think I can. I think I can. I don't see it. How come it didn't come up? Oh, okay. I got to add this. Okay, here we go. All right, fam. Oh, but it cut it off. That's not going to work. Oh, now you can't. Okay, fam. I got to go back. Give me a second to fix the slide. All right, now let me see if I can do this right. Let's do slide. Your computer. Upload file. All right, so it's right. Let's see if you can see it. Man, y'all can't see that. Yeah, nah. Fam, it's I probably should have did a little more work. with this before I did it. I'm trying to see how to put it up there, but it's big enough for you guys to see. All right, I'm gonna just talk through it. I got it up on my screen over here, and I will add it down, and I'll pin it down in the comments so you guys can see it. Tina said, "I need bifocals to read that." It wasn't landscape. Don't get me started. Um, yeah, it was full screen landscape. But anyway, I tried to change the page orientation. OG Tank, I did. But let me just say this. So a lot of y'all were like, Thomas, Tactical Tina was like, oh, the Apollo should be higher than the Airbus. So what I did was I went back and I reassessed everything. And now the Apollo is at a 93, but the Erebus is also at a 93. The Artemis is at a 92. The EOS is at a 92. The Nix is at a 91. Terran Tactical Sand Viper is at an 89. Staccato XC is at an 89. So as you can see, all my Atlas guns are at the top of the food chain relative to my collection. Now, one of you guys asked earlier what I thought about Atlas versus Infinity. So let me say this. I just did another video. It hasn't dropped yet. It will drop. Where I say this, that like I am tired, honestly, of Atlas RGG. Remember that question, bro, because I'm going to get to it in a minute. I'm tired of Atlas dominating my collection, running amok. I'm saying I'm tired of them just bodying all these other 2011 gun manufacturers. I need these other gun manufacturers to step up because I want the smoke. Like I said, I buy my guns. I don't get them free. I don't get test guns a lot and have to send them back. Almost every gun you've ever seen on my channel, I own it. And I bought it. So I don't have a dog in the race. I want all of them to be the bomb. So I got some guns coming this year that's really going to test Atlas's chin. I got two Infinities on order. One will be here this year. One will be here next year. I got a Hayes Customs on order that will be here in short order. I got a Venom Customs on order that will be here in short order. I got a Rafferty Customs on order that will be here in short order. I got a Lago Arms Alien Creator, the new version that will be here this year. I got the covert version of the Watchtower Apache, and that's coming this year. I got a custom Jacob Gray that don't know nobody know nothing about, but y'all now. That's going to be here this year. And I got the Voodoo Priest. So I got a bunch of guns that are coming for Atlas's head. And I'm here for the smoke, y'all. I am here for the smoke. The Voodoo Priest. Yeah, Zach, that's coming too. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 2011s coming. So we will see. We will see. Stephen Barnes says Atlas is equal to or better than SVI other than cosmetic customization. Okay. Stephen, now you're talking my language. I doubt, like, Hayes makes phenomenal firearms. A lot of the parts in Hayes, a lot of the parts in Venom Custom 11s, if you guys haven't heard of them, definitely go back and check them out. Rafferty Customs, a lot of the parts that they use in these guns are Atlas parts. What they have done that Atlas hasn't done is that they have made them more cosmetically appealing. But cosmetically appealing aesthetics don't affect shooting. So we'll see. We'll see. But I want them to go for Atlas's head. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, Infinity's guns are beautiful and they shoot like a Dickens. So we'll see. Fam, do you collect limited edition firearm? It depends on what the firearm is. For me, I'm not big into that because I like to shoot my guns. I want guns that run. I don't want ornate pistols. Like I don't do like the Colt thing, and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't want my guns to sit in the case. I want to take them out and I want to run them. Thomas said Jacob Gray stands no chance. No, not a going to Atlas, but they can be good. Now RGG asked the question. So look, fam, if you look at the MSRP, I'm going to take you through the top. Let's start with the top 10. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, I'll go top 11 because the number 11 has the same score. All right, let's start off with the top 10 guns in my collection by my rating. By my rating. Okay. Atlas Erebus, 93. Atlas Apollo, 93. Atlas Artemis, 92. Atlas EOS, 92. Atlas Nyx, 91. Terran Tactical Sam Viper, 89. Staccato XC, as I have done it, not out of the box, but as I have done it with the upgraded grip module, upgraded trigger, crazy Cerakote, barrel, all of that. That's an 89. Then I got 4 guns that are 88s. The Terran Tactical Pit Viper, the Phoenix Trinity H-Tac now, the way I did it, not originally, but the way it is now, is an 88. The Combat Precision M5 is an 88. And the Legion Precision Chirac is an 88. So the Legion Precision Chirac is top 10 in my collection. Okay? Number 11, but still, same score, right? Now, let me read you these MSRPs and tell me which one sounds unlike the other. And when I read you the MSRPs, if I've improved the gun, I'm giving you the price after I've improved it, excluding optics and lights, because every gun probably is going to have an optic or a light on it, right? Atlas Apollo, $6,400. Atlas Erebus, $7,500. Atlas Artemis, $7,300. Atlas EOS, $6,600. Atlas Nyx, $6,200. Terran Tactical Sam Viper, $7,000. Staccato XC, as I have it done, $5,850. Terran Tactical Pit Viper, $7,000. Phoenix Trinity H-Tac, as I have it done, $5,800. Combat Precision M5, $5,000. Legion Precision Chirac, $3,600. Stop, fam. When I tell you that the Chirac is punching way above its weight class, that's what I'm talking about. The closest pistol to it with the same score is 5,000. You got another pistol that has the same score as it at $5,800. You got another pistol that has the same score as it at $7,000. So when I tell you that the that the Legion Precision Chirac is one of the best value 2011, I mean, man, I don't have the TTI guns are better than the LP, bro. I don't agree that the TTI guns are better than the LP, bro. I've shot them all. Well, I mean, I got to score it how I see it. Obviously, this is 2A NLA's rating system, but here's what I would tell you, RGG, that aesthetically, I think they're more attractive than the Chirac, the $3,600 Chirac. Keep in mind, I don't have the toolbox version. So there's that piece. I would tell you that both the TTI guns are integrally compensated and are softer shooting pistols than the Chirac. So I would say that. I would tell you that out of the box, they come smooth as butter, and the Chirac has a break-in period. And I would tell you that from an investment perspective, and this isn't factored in, there are better investments than the Chirac. They're better investments than any of my guns, for that matter. So that's what I would say about that. But those are how I have it. But that said, the Chirac has the same score as the Pit Viper, and the Sand Viper is only one above it. So I think they're comparable guns for twice the price. For twice the price. I don't know, RG. I think if we ran the numbers, I think you see that they're softer shooting guns. But neither here nor there. That's just my opinion. Everything I give you is my, like I said at the start of every video. This is my opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. How about that? How about that? I don't know about that either, RGG. RGG says they're overpriced. I would tell you that they're worth whatever somebody is willing to pay for them. If they were overpriced, why are they always sold out? Why, if you want to buy one now, I could sell either of my TTI guns that I bought for $7,000 each. I could sell my Sand Viper probably for about 11 to 12, and I could sell my Pit Viper for above 10, maybe 11 or 12 outside of California. That's not factoring in California prices. Philly Slow, what's good, my man? What's good? Patrick Irie, what's good? What's good? Well, it doesn't, name or otherwise, bro. They're worth what they're worth. I don't, if they're only selling because of the name, that's fine. That's part of it. That's part of what people perceive as the value. A lot of people don't even know, who aren't in the space, have never even heard of Legion Precision. I've never heard of the Chirac. And so that speaks to not necessarily the quality of the firearm. I think there's a difference between the quality of the firearm and value. I think that if you're saying that there are other guns out there that have a higher quality, no doubt. That's why there are guns that are at 93, 92, 91 on my list, right? But if you're talking about value, value speaks to dollar, and dollars are what people are willing to make their assessment on. So that's how I see it. All right. So to me, the Legion Precision Chirac is one of the best value guns out there. My Watchtower Apache is at an 86, the way it is now. My Staccato C2 is at an 84. The way it is now. My Staccato P at an 84. My Type EG11 at an 83. My Lago Arms Alien at an 83. My Wilson Combat EDC 9L at an 81. Oh, I skipped my Phoenix Prodigy. My Springfield Armory Prodigy, the way it is now, scored an 84. Total cost $3,000. So look at the guns that it's tied with. It's tied with my Staccato C2, my upgraded Staccato C2, tied with my upgraded Staccato P, tied with what my Phoenix Trinity H-Tag was out of the box. It's higher than my Type A EG11. It's higher than my Lago Arms Alien. So again, when I'm saying, oh, you can take 1,200 into a Phoenix, a Springfield Prodigy, add money to it, and you could have a mid-tier 2011 that is spectacular. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Maurice Hardy, I haven't shot the Phantom 9, so I can't give you a lot of feedback. I've heard good things about it. It is priced and equipped kind of in that mid-tier range. But I hear good things about it for sure. Well, so Tina says some swear that Apache is great, but I'm fiending on Atlas. Well, Tina, I can tell you as someone who owns almost every Atlas, um, and who owns an Apache, and who's going to own another Apache, that Apache does not compare to Atlas. It's just a different level of gun manufacturing. That said, though, the Apache comes, I wouldn't expect it to because the Apache comes at a much lower price point. At a much lower price point. So there's that. Were TTI guns expensive before the John Wick movies? Yeah, yeah, because in part because in the John Wick series came like right around the time that they were emerging. But Taron Butler had a name as one of the best shooters on the planet. And so the way TTI kind of evolved, Taron Tactical was winning all these competition with Glocks. And he got tired of having issues. And so he kind of worked with Gunsmith to kind of redesign a Glock for him that really, really was reliable and fast and could make it do what it do. And then ultimately, after winning these competitions, he started selling those kind of refurbished Glocks to the public. And then shortly after that, he got the John Wick movie. So they're all crazy. They're all they were all crazy expensive. Um, the Inu, Skip just did video in the. I never heard of the Inu. What is the Inu? Maurice Hardy. Who makes it the Inu? You mean the EOS? Maurice Hardy, let me know what you meant. I never heard of the Inu. Accuracy 2011, they are like 4,000. Yep. Yep. My main man, Team Blacksmith, was out here and we had a good conversation about the Accuracy 2011. He has a few in his collection and he likes them. He thinks they belong in kind of that mid tier of 2011s. Like if you're looking in like the $3,000 to $5,000 range, I would look at Accuracy International. I mean Accuracy X. I hear they're good. Right, right. I agree, Thomas. I think look, if you want a dead giveaway, I'm someone who is not content until every gun in my collection is kind of the best it could possibly be. So the biggest testament to that is look at the guns in my collection that I haven't messed with. I haven't messed with any of the Atlases and I haven't messed with that Chirac because I think, quite honestly, I think those guns are perfection. Oh, the Erebus. You mean the Erebus from Atlas? May have spelled it wrong. It's the Erebus. It's Erebus. Yeah, no. What did he compare the Erebus to? Hold on, I need to go back up. Oh yeah, no, bro. There's no comparison between the Atlas Erebus and an Apache. It's yeah, that's like comparing a Toyota to a Ferrari or something. It's no, those are two different animals altogether. Those are two different animals altogether. Best dual Atlas, Tina, is honestly, it's not close. It's the Apollo. It's the Apollo. It used to be the Athena. It used to be the Athena. The Athena was kind of the Athena to Atlas was what the Staccato P was to Staccato. It was kind of a duty gun. But you could use it for competition. You could use it for home defense. You could use it for range. It was kind of that. And now the Apollo has came and taken its lunch money. See, man, Blacksmith has a crazy collection, bro. Love his collection. Love it, love it, love it. He does his thizzle. For sure, for sure, for sure. So just a quick overview, fam. All the 2011s in my collection rank between an 81 and a 93. I would say that's kind of to be expected for the quality that I expect from a 2011. And that's why I think it would be hard for me to take sub $1,000 2011 unless they found some miracle that allows them to use super cheap parts and super cheap um, manufacturing process and create a gun that's at that level. Um, but I'm gonna do. We'll do some homework on some of these guns. My guess is that a lot of these guns would fall in to that kind of 60 to 79 kind of scoring. For example, um, where did my Springfield Prodigy out of the box? My Springfield Prodigy out of the box scored a 73. So if that scored a 73, it's likely that a lot of these guns that are maybe not quite as good as the Prodigy are probably going to be below that. You know, maybe some are a little bit above. So I'd say when you're thinking about how to judge a 2011, keep that in mind. Oh wow! So G Collector, first of all, welcome to the channel. Thanks for coming in. Glad you watched the channel. I appreciate you. You say, do you have anything from Hayes? I don't, but I will probably by the end of this month. Or certainly by the middle of June, I have a Hayes Customs that is on its way, fam. I went out on this Hayes, y'all. I got the Island Barrel. I got it ported. I got the Rose Gold package. I got it blacked out. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. When that Hayes drops, aesthetically off the chain. And Hayes shoot, bro. Hayes shoot. Those are some shooters. If you guys haven't heard of Joe Farrell, he shoots for Atlas. And I've attended training classes with Joe, had the chance to speak with him. And what he told me was if he hadn't got sponsored by Atlas, it was going to be Hayes. That's how much he thought of Hayes guns. So I think that should tell you something. Akai, yeah. Coy, I think Akai makes good stuff. I think they're hard to find. They're a little bit hit and miss. Here's the other thing you guys got to realize too about some of these 2011 gun manufacturers, like the Hayes of the world, the Venom Customs of the world, the Raffertys of the world. I think maybe Akai is probably in this category. The Combat Precisions of the world. These guys are producing somewhere between 2 to 5 guns a month. A month, y'all. So when you're like, oh, I don't see these people out, yeah, because they're only producing like 2 to 5 guns a month because they take so much time to perfect each individual gun that they just don't have the capacity. And the more people that you get, like anything, stuff, this is what I'm saying about these mass produced 2011s. The more anything. So let's say you're Hayes Customs and it's you, your brother, and 1 or 2 shop employees, and you guys are putting out 2, 3 guns a month. And you guys, man, people love our guns. If we made more, we could sell more. Okay, so you hire another gunsmith. What's the chance that that gunsmith is as skilled as a Hayes brothers? Probably not, right? And so his guns, he's probably, his guns are not going to be as good. And the more people you add, the more challenging it is. And now you take out people and you start saying, okay, well, we can automate this and have it, okay. Or if we could get parts for cheaper, we could do. Pretty soon you start to dilute the product down. It doesn't mean that those guns will not shoot. It doesn't mean that they won't be accurate. None of that. It just is It's something you need to consider. Dennis Dixon says, fam, which was 2011 was a disappointment out of the box? Dennis. So that's a good question, bro. And here's what I would tell you, that I generally don't run into disappointments because I do so much homework on the front end. I don't just buy to be buying. I got to have it from multiple sources that I trust and respect that it's a good gun, or I have to put hands on it myself. That said, one of the guns I knew was going to be a disappointment out of the box, and that's the thing. If you're fully prepared for it, it's not really a disappointment. Like, I didn't expect the Prodigy to be great. I expected to get it and have to do a lot to it. So I won't call that a disappointment. The Apache PewView version, I knew that that factory grip was garbage. I knew it from him. So I had already ordered a new grip before I'd even got it. So I won't even call that one a disappointment. The one 2011 that was a disappointment to me out of the box was a Type A EG11. I had very high hopes for that pistol, and based on the cost of it at the price point it was at, and I can't even blame it, y'all. I think, I don't know. Have you ever, I don't know if I should personalize this like this, but have you ever had a friend, and I'll put this out to the men and the women out there in the chat. Have you ever had a friend try to hook you up with somebody and they describe them accurately, but the sum of the description don't add up to the whole, and when you see them, you're like, oh, that's how I was with the Type A EG11. I felt like it had all the components, it just didn't come together right. And I had to send it back and they had to fix it. And it's still not what I feel it should be for the price point. And that's why when I look at where the EG11 scored for a $4,500 gun, it only scored an 83. So to me, that was a disappointment. Would I attempt to build my own 2011? I don't know. Like, that's a lot. I never got into that, Howard. Like, I never, like, when a lot of the guys were like doing like the P80 builds and all of that, I never really wanted to do that. I wanted to start with a base gun and then build that base gun up. I never wanted to start like from scratch. So I don't know if I would do that. Like, Tactical Toolbox has done that and he enjoys that. And he seems to be good at it. I don't know if my skill set lends to that. Not that I'm not handy, not that I haven't installed my fair share of triggers and stuff like that, but I just I'm gonna leave that to guys like Mega and folks like that who really enjoy that stuff. Maurice Hardy said he's trying to get his Prodigy to mid-tier halfway there. Look, man, change out the internals, put in some EGW internals, drop your red dirt or a good trigger in there, change out the grip module, get that sucker ported, and man, oh man, you got a winner. You have a winner. You have a gun that literally can stack up with any gun out there. Any gun out there. I love my Prodigy. I'm amazed how good it is. Thomas said, are they fully custom, fam? Who are you talking about, Thomas? Who are you talking about when you say, are they fully custom? "1911 Syndicate gave the Cobra a scoring of an A, and he's a picky man." Yeah, I like 1911 Syndicate. I like what he has to say. I think he's pretty knowledgeable in the space. He touches a lot of the same guns that I touch, and some I don't. we don't always see eye to eye. He likes Atlas, but I don't think he would consider Atlas like kind of top of the food chain for him. I think he overrates, so we're a little bit different there. I love Nighthawk Customs, but I feel like he overrates Nighthawk Customs a little bit. He loves Infinity. And we're gonna see. Look, like I said, I'm here for the smoke. I hope my Infinities destroy my Atlases, because that means if my Atlases are 93s, Infinity comes in there and tosses up like a 95, 96, then I won. I feel like I just have hard time. It's not like I haven't shot Infinities before, but it's a difference between, being able to put 500, 750 rounds, really test the gun versus shooting a few rounds or shooting a mag or something like that. So we'll see. We will see. What can you say about Rock Island? I think Rock Islands make a lot of different guns. You talk about the Rock Island 2011, or you talking about Rock Islands in general? I think in general, Rock Islands make good quality value firearms. I don't think they make like high end. And when I say high end, I'm not talking about price point. I'm saying I don't think they make high. They're a production gun. They are a production gun. Stephen Barnes, Atlas went from 3-month turnaround to 9 months. Yeah, so Stephen, what you should know is Atlas is arguably, next to Staccato, arguably the next largest 2011 manufacturer out there, even bigger than Infinity. The issue is demand. And this is where me and RGG was kind of chopping it up earlier. I mean, one of the reasons, it's all supply and demand. If I remember when I was in business school, we did this thing where we sold this widget. Everybody teamed up, right? And there were like 5 different teams all selling the same product. And you had to figure out what was going to be your market strategy. Were you going to be low cost, high volume, or what were you going to be, right? And so we originally started with like low cost, high volume. And theoretically, we were doing well, but in the beginning, my team was losing, because even though we were selling out, what other teams picked up that we didn't was that even if you charge more for the same product, they were still selling out. And so if you guys haven't noticed, Atlas has raised their prices up this year, but demand hasn't stopped. People aren't saying, oh, well, an Apollo costs $6,400, so I'm not going to buy an Atlas. No, they still want the Apollo. Still want it. And enough people want it where they can sell out 100% of what they can manufacture. And until they get to a point where the cost rises to the point that it exceeds demand, then that's what's going to continue to happen. So yeah. That's how we're doing it right now. I think that's what happened to Blackhawk. Oh, Nighthawk. Yeah. I mean, bro, have you guys tried to find a Sandhawk lately? A Nighthawk Sandhawk? Nighthawk Sandhawks MSRP at like $6,000, but they're trading right now at like 8,000-9,000 because they are so hard to find. And that's what I'm saying about the Terran tactical guns. The demand is so high that they can price them where they want to price them, so much so that there's a secondary market that's crazy. Mark Cosme says, fam, salute to you, brother, but I have to ask for the people, what do you do for a living? I'm a bank exec. RGG said Coy should get a 2011. Coy got about 500 2011s, RGG. Coy is on the sneak, like right around where I'm at, y'all. Don't get it twisted. I think me, Coy, Blacksmith, you put our collections next to each other, you probably couldn't tell the difference. Stephen Barnes says his combat precision and Legion precision have been disappointing. Okay, well, this is good information because I always like to hear that. So, Stephen, tell us in the comments what has been disappointing to you about those two firearms. Maurice Hardy, grip on the Apollo, not good. I love the Apollo grip. I guess maybe it depends. You know, some stuff is y'all is just individual and personal preference. I would never say something is not good. I would just say I don't like it. But I would need to know, Maurice, like what don't you like about the Apollo grip? I love the way the grip feels. It's very, I mean, if you don't like the Apollo grip, you probably don't like Atlas grips. I would think. Law abiding citizen said, that's how I met my wife. I'm sorry, y'all. My roll is a little bit late. Yeah, RGG, look, tell T-Sauce to send me a gun through covert, and I will run that sucker into the ground. And if it stands up, then I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. I have no, like I said, I usually don't have a dog in the race on these things. I want all the guns to be bomb. I'd love to be able to tell somebody, buy a thesis for $800 and you're essentially experiencing the same thing that I experience when I shoot my Staccato XC. I would love to be able to say that. Because I think the more people who get to have that experience, the better. Some say I look like Janet Jackson. Okay. You like it? I love it. Grand Life J, what's good? What is good, my man? Yeah. So what I would do, Thomas, is I would definitely talk to Skip first. I'm sure Skip is probably seeing a thesis and give you an opinion on it about what can be done to it. But yeah, I'm all for helping guns reach their potential. I'm 100% about that life. Got to get grip. Maurice said, I got to get the grip and porting done. Yeah, man. All the rest done. Good, bro. Yeah, man. Change out. It's not like the Prodigy has a terrible grip. I'm not saying that, but it's not great. It's just all right. It's just all right. But with a better grip, it would take the gun to another level. And the porting, man, makes all the difference in the world. Man, I got to be honest with y'all. I ain't no punk or nothing like that. But you start getting used to shooting ported and integrally comp guns, and then you shoot a gun that's not ported or it's not comp or it's not heavy weighted. It feels so snappy. It feels super snappy. And you get used to shooting them high-end ported, compensated guns, and you go back to a non-ported gun, you be like, ooh, this ain't fun. This ain't cool. Oh, Hayes. Got you, Thomas. Got you. Fam, the man is asking about Rock Island. I said Rock Island. I said. Oh, maybe that was before. The Hayes RE package starts at 1,100. Yeah, I heard that. I've heard that. I've heard that. And you know I'm all about the budget. Tina, would you get a 38 Super Infinity? Tina, it's funny you say that. I almost got a 38 Super Infinity a couple days ago. I was this close. I don't know. So I'm gonna get one race gun, y'all. I'm gonna just let it be known, whether it's an Infinity or the Atlas Chaos. I'm gonna pick up one race gun and one race gun only. I don't want to fall down that rabbit hole. I don't shoot enough competition to have 8 race guns, but I feel like I should have one in my collection. And so I will pick up one at some point. Just have to see what it is. Apollo is a grip modification, unlike the EOS, which have none. Sure, I can see that PGT. Again, though, you guys got to remember what these guns are made for. The EOS is made for concealed carry. So people always ask me, should I get an EOS or an Apollo? And my answer is what are you buying it for? If you're buying it to carry, I would say get an EOS. If you're buying it, if you're looking for a full-size pistol, I would say the Apollo. I had two different guns, you know. Same thing with like a staccato CS and a staccato P. What do you want the gun for? Yeah, Corey, that's what Zach was saying. Hayes sells a Rock Island Army upgrade. Yeah, from what I hear, they do a good job. They do a good job. Now, look, y'all, don't. This is what y'all do, man. Y'all be taking it too far. Don't think that when they do the Hayes does the RIA upgrade, that's the same thing as what Hayes is selling for $5,000-$6,000. Although Hayes is a good value, like you can get a really really nice unported Hayes that still feels crazy for like $4,000, and for a gun that quality to be at $4,000, that's good. But yeah, if you're in that $1,000 range and you want something that's going to take your gun to the next level, and I've been there many many times, then yeah, that Hayes upgrade will make a difference for sure, for sure, for sure. Dennis Dick says I got the RIA 50 coming next week. Nice, nice. Sure. I hear you, Texas Titan. RGG says a Rock Island 9mm 1911 DS is a very nice pistol. I don't doubt it. I think Rock Island Army makes good stuff, man. Really good production pistol. OG Tank says, do you have any Wilson Combat 2011s? Okay, OG Tank, I'm going to dispute whether or not Wilson Combat makes 2011s, but I do. I do. I have the EDC 9L, which is, I don't think it's a 2011. I don't think Wilson Combat makes 2011. But that's a different argument for another day. They make 2011 like pistols. And yeah, I do. I love my EDC 9L. Love it. Did I rank it? I did. That's a gun I did nothing to. It got an 81 on my system, and it's a $3,000 gun. But I like it. It's a quality firearm. OG Tank says scarcity is also a tactic to inflate demand. I think it can be. I think it can be, Tank. I just think you got to have, I think that's a dangerous game. You got to know you have the right product to really be able to play that game. Otherwise, you're losing out on a lot of money. Coy says he loves Atlas grips. I do too. I think they feel incredible. I'm waiting on the Taurus 2011. Okay, Zach. Well, you keep waiting for that, Zach. Sid Barr said, Combat Precision had a lot of failures to feed stovepipes, etc. The Legion is slow, some failures to feed, and control stiff, even after 100 rounds. Okay, so Stephen Barnes, let me give you the cheat code for the Legion Precision. Get you some 147 grain plus P. Buy you a couple of boxes. I think they come like 22 a box. Shoot 40 rounds through it with that, and your slide will be smooth as butter. I can't hold the gun on live on YouTube, or else I would show you mine. But that's the cheat code. You get that high power, you run that high power ammo through it, it breaks it in super fast. Super fast. Because mine was breaking in slow too. I ran that plus P ammo through it, man, after probably about three, four boxes. After one box, it was better. After two boxes, it was pretty smooth. After I ran like three, four boxes through it, it's like a staccato XC or something. It's super smooth now. Super smooth now. Combat Precision is giving you props. Send it back, bro. Send it back. That sucks. I haven't had any issues. I'll say this. I haven't had any issues whatsoever with my Combat Precision. But look, fam, again, sometimes sometimes demand can ruin a good thing because it's easy. If I'm making one gun a month, it's easy for that gun to be perfection. If I got to go from 1 to 5 or 5 to 10, now all of a sudden it's harder to maintain that quality control. Sometimes it's better when nobody knows about these gun companies. Thomas says I have a DS9 on order. Fam, look, I don't have a DS9. I've shot them before, and again, when me and Blacksmith was out here, man, it was like being in a science class. We were both like, like going at it. He likes the DS9. He had, maybe issue here or there, but he likes it. He thinks it's a great gun. It's a good shooting gun. I don't think you're going to be disappointed at all. But some guns, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. I heard that. I don't know why Taurus wouldn't make a 2011 law-abiding citizen because they're heavy on the 1911 platform. Taurus makes a lot of 1911s. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if they stepped out and tried to do a double stack 1911. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Isn't that the blueprint that Springfield did with the Prodigy? Springfield was well known for a long time for making quality 1911s. And then they said, okay, well, we're almost there. Let's step over to this platform. But that just goes to show you guys how hard it is. Think how long Springfield's been around. Think how long they've been making quality 1911s. And they bust on the scene with the Prodigy, and out of the box, they wet the bed. It took them a minute to be able to work through and navigate all those issues that they were having. That's a real thing. Do you think a person needs a certain skill set to enjoy the height in a gun, the same level that you do? I don't know if skill set is the right word, Dennis. What I would say is experience. I think I use Zach as an example because Zach doesn't own a super high end 2011, but Zach has shot enough guns and enough variety of guns where if I put a high end 2011 in his hands, he immediately would recognize the difference and appreciate the difference in that gun. And I'm glad that I started off with that I didn't see that. I was like, why would somebody pay $2,500 for a staccato? What's it doing? So I'm glad I started off with Glocks and NMPs and HKs and stuff like that. So that, and I was like, oh, this is what a better trigger feels like. Oh, this is what a better weighted gun feels like. Oh, this is what a softer, smoother slide feels like. Oh, this is what reduced recoil feels like. So much so that when I put a higher end gun in my hand, I knew, oh, this is why. Now it makes sense to me. So that's what I would say about that. Stephen Barnes says, I don't even want a gun that's not ported or preferably comped anymore. I feel you. Stephen, it's hard, yo. It's hard. When I was shooting my favorite striker fired video, man, it was hard. Like I was like, ooh, ooh, this is not what I've been shooting lately. And these are really good guns too, really good guns, but it's different. Hey, to NLA, got here in time to hear the lie. You ain't got a budget. Oh, come on now. Come on, she is sunshine. Hey, love, how you doing? Uh, you used to be able to RIA from them already upgrade. Oh, you used to be able to get them from RIA upgraded. Yes, Marley B, budget. Brother got a budget. Be having to stick to my budget. Um, 2A said he about the budget. I'm about the budget, y'all. Come on. Come on. We keep it budget over here. Stick with 9 mil for a race gun. No advantage to another caliber unless you're actually going to compete. Yeah, I do some USPSA. So I would like to have at least one race gun in my collection to get proficient with it to use when I want to use it. Again, I am not like if you guys watch Blacksmith channel, Blacksmith got an accuracy X, he's got the chaos, he's got the Phoenix Trinity Honcho, he's got a couple Infinity race guns. He's got 5 or 6 race guns. I really don't want to fall down into that rabbit hole. He's got a couple Bull Armory race guns. One is good enough for me. One is good enough for me. So I'm going to spend some money on that one. Like I said, in all likelihood, it's going to be a Chaos or it's going to be an Infinity. But I think that's where I'm at. 2A LA Hayes tells you themselves that their package doesn't turn. Okay. Y'all see what Bustin' Gun said? Hayes tells you themselves that their package does not turn your RIA into a Hayes, but it does wonders for the money. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, y'all. It's all about your expectations. If you buy you an $800 TSOS or a Mac 9 or something, and your expectation is, I want to buy a gun that's in the 2011 format that performs like a lot of other $1,000, $1,100, $1,200 guns just in that format, then I think you are going to be happy with your purchase. If you're buying that thinking that you're about to experience what I experienced when I shoot an Erebus or an Apollo or my XC, then you're going to be mad disappointed. I don't want y'all coming to me being mad, being like, 2A and LA, I bought a 2011 because you said 2011s are the bomb, and I don't like it. That's what I'm worried about. So that's why I always caution you guys about that. I just want you guys to know what you're buying and be comfortable with what you're expecting to get. Texas Titan said, I'm picking up a Staccato XC tomorrow for my FFL. Can't wait to go to the range and see how it shoots. Oh, you're going to love it. I'm letting you know right now. You are going to love it. I'm not sure what other 2011s you have, but here's what I'll say about Staccato. They make great, reliable, good 2011 pistols. And the XC is, in my opinion, their best offering. That slide is smooth. That trigger pull is nice. You know, I feel like there's things you can do to make the gun better, but out of the box, it's a great shooting, accurate, super fast firearm. Love the XC. Love it, love it, love it. Stephen Barnes, put a Red Door Atlas trigger in it. Absolutely. That's what I did. That's what I did. And it's not like, I don't want to make it seem like Staccato doesn't make good triggers. They make good, solid triggers. 2011 triggers, facts. But there are better triggers to be had. There are better triggers to be had. Thomas BG said, better go to Sonora Desert Institute. That was over 1,000 rounds, not 100. I do have plus P. I'll try that. Yeah, Steven, try the plus P, bro. I think, no, I realize you said 1,000 rounds and it was still sticky. But I think if you, bro, run 2-3 boxes of plus P ammo through it, 147 grain plus P ammo, I'm telling you, you're going to notice a difference after the first box. If you don't, next time we come on live, you got a box of plus P on me. Yeah, Coy, combat precision is one man, one gun. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Look, when he starts having to ramp up production, is hard, man, to maintain that quality level. Like I said, bro, I haven't had any issues with my combat precision. I think it's one of the best looking, best. Whoa, that was weird. Sorry about that, y'all. My whole little system shut down for a minute. Titan SD. For me, it's between the DS9 and the XC. I went with the XC. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. I think I want to say the DS9 comes with a metal grip. I want to say maybe its trigger is a little bit better. But as far as a runner, as far as a shooter, like reliability, all that, I think Staccato XC is a good choice. I heard the CZ is coming out with the DS 1911. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. I think everybody and their mom is gonna have one at some point. We'll see. Do you prefer shooting impulse of the Atlas, Apollo, or the Artemis? Looking for a high end range gun and trying to decide between the two options. Look, you're gonna love both. The Atlas Apollo ranked a 93 for me, and the Atlas Artemis ranked a 92. The only difference between the two is that I think the Apollo is a little bit better, a little bit more well-rounded because of the porting and all of that. But the Artemis has that sight block out front. And man, that's the Artemis was one of the biggest surprises. I've said this before, one of the biggest surprises in my collection. I wasn't really checking for that gun. And man, when I started to run it, woo wee, that sucker run till of that. Crazy accurate. So you're gonna love either one. The Apollo comes in though at a nice little discount to the Artemis. I think the Artemis is running like 7,300 and the Apollo is 64. So if that $1,000 savings is meaningful to you, I would get the Apollo because I think they're very close in terms of how they shoot. OG Tank says um, the Staccato P Heritage model. He wants the Staccato P Heritage. The regular P won't cut it. I mean, upgrade the regular P. The regular P is capable of being a phenomenal gun. If you don't want to go through that, I get it. Thomas BG says, I can't even find a Canik TTI. Well, I mean, they're out there. I think finding them is not as hard as finding them for MSRP. RGG, I think, picked up one recently. Gina picked up one recently. Seen a lot of videos out there. So they're out there. You just got to pay a premium if you want them now, which I wouldn't do, y'all. I wouldn't. I tell you what, though, all y'all who are like looking at this $1,000 gun and people are trying to charge you 1,300, 1,400, 1,500. This is what I have to deal with in California all the time. So now you guys can get a little taste. Only in my world, it's never coming back down to normal prices unless the gun roster is eliminated. Thomas B, do you carry at work? I do not, because guns are not permitted on the premises. Now there's a possibility that no one would ever know that I carry, but I just am not willing to risk my livelihood for that privilege. And I work in a pretty secure area, pretty secure building. Joe Va, my guy, what's good with you? Welcome to the chat. Crazy Mechanic, what's good with you? Stephen Barnes said he only paid $100 more than list for Canik. Not bad. Not bad. No Lagun guy. What's good? All my fellas rolling in. Watch YouTube. Watch YouTube say what you do for a living. I'm a banker, my man. I'm a banker. Yeah. Fat Guy with Gun says, I refuse to pay over MSRP for the canning. I feel you, Zach. I feel you. No, the gun side guy says you can't go wrong with any of those atlases. Look, that is fact. That is 100% fact. Zach always says how much he loves the Artemis. I do too, Zach. Great, great firearm. Texas Titan XD says, I'm thinking about putting the red dirt trigger to put in my Prodigy. It's all stock right now. I like it, but I'll love it with some up. Look, I got a red dirt trigger in mind. Man, it changed the whole game for me. It changed the whole nature of that gun for me. And I'm not saying that the stock Prodigy trigger was bad. It was okay. It was solid for the price, but it is not like a red dirt trigger. Not at all. That guy, get your local dealers list, then wait a while. I'm just getting it now. Okay. Bustin Gun says, I pre-ordered the TTI with the red dot for $11.50. The problem is the order still hasn't come in yet. Yeah, welcome. Man, a lot of these people. So let me just hip you guys to what you're experiencing now is what goes on in the 2011 space all the time. Company releases a new 2011. They preview it. It gets out to the influencers. It gets released out at SHOT Show. Then everybody wants it. And all of a sudden, a gun that had very little demand has crazy demand. These companies don't have the capacity. They get overwhelmed. It's happened with all these guns. Remember when the Platypus first came out and they were bragging about, 30-day turnaround, 45-day turnaround? Then you looked up and a minute later it was months. This is what happens. And in the 2011 space, it always happens. I just assume when I order a 2011, I'm not going to see it for a year. That's my standard assumption. And if it comes in sooner than that, I feel good. Oh, Thomas BG is in Cali. Dope. Texas Titan. That's the same thing. Texas Titan. If you're not subscribed to Fat Guy with Guns channel, definitely do so. He dropped a video today where he compared the steel frame Canic rival with the TTI and the polymer version. And check out his video. I don't want to steal his thunder, but I think the takeaway was that the trigger in the TTI Canic was a little bit better, not light years better, but a little bit better. That the weight in the steel frame gun was more conducive to reducing recoil than the kind of pseudo comp that they put on it. That wasn't a big difference. And his takeaway was that if you were only buying one, he would rather have the steel frame, which is what I kind of suspected. Mike Hen, what's good with you? Crazy Mechanic says he can't wait to see the Freedom Trigger against the TTI. I think you're going to be disappointed because I think the Freedom Trigger is going to be way better than that TTI trigger. I honestly do. As somebody who had Freedom Triggers in all of his Canics, I think you're going to be disappointed. The stock Canic trigger is a good trigger. The TTI trigger is probably better. I'm sure it's better than the already good stock Canon trigger, and that Freedom trigger is better than both. I'm sure Zach can speak to that because he has them both and he shot them both. Coy says the Apollo has him intrigued. I'm not going to lie. Troy, look, man, Coy, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, that Apollo is not for play. I don't know if you're considering another gun in lieu of the Apollo. But yeah, no, you won't be disappointed. G Collector thought on Voodoo Gunworks. I'll let you know. Everything I've heard about it is that it's a solid mid-tier 2011. I have one on order. Again, when I ordered something, I ordered this a long time ago. When I order something, I just assume it's going to be a year. If that's the case, it'll be here towards the end, the latter part of 2024. And then I'll let you know when I do a review on it. That's right, Mentos. I forgot you in Cali too. Good stuff. All my Cali people in the house. Stephen Barnes said Voodoo is great. Had mine and comped, imported by Skip Guns. Yeah, Skip does his thing, y'all. Skip does his thing. See, I told you guys. Zach says my Freedom Smith trigger is way better than the TTI trigger. Oh man, I done caught up to the chat, man. I feel like I accomplished something. Good job, Al. Good job. Oh, giveaways. We've been on for a minute now. Giveaway. So look, fam, I'm doing 3 giveaways tonight. Now, I'm cheating a little bit because 2 of these giveaways I gave away, nobody claimed them because I don't require you to be in, because if you're a member, you don't have to be in the live. You just got to get back to me. Now, I figure if you won, I announced it in the live, and 2-3 weeks pass and you haven't gotten back to me, it means you haven't watched the live. That's a you thing, not a me thing. And usually I give people ample time, a couple of lives to kind of figure it out. So we're going to be giving away 3 things tonight. We're going to be giving away the Sealy Bull Pro. And that's that big optic. We're going to be giving away this this Tacticom backpack along with a 3A level backpack armor in it. And I talked about this at the time, y'all. That's that backpack armor. Look, if you know people who are anti-gun and all that and pro-gun control, I'm gonna just say this: like, okay, then get you some armor, get you some backpack armor. If you got kids, there is no way I would send my kid to school without some backpack armor these days. It's not that expensive. It should be a go-to. A go-to. If you got kids, spend a little bit of money, a few $100, and get them some level 3 backpack armor and drop that sucker in. And the third giveaway item of the night will be this Streamlight TLR RM1. I did a video on this a few weeks ago. If you haven't seen that, go back and check it out. So we got not 1, not 2, but 3 giveaways tonight. What? I might go crazy and give away something else. You never know. No, I'm out of control, y'all. I'm out of control. Yes, indeedy. Airplane, my man. What's good? Oh, Thomas says, I'm a teacher. I need that backpack. Okay, Thomas, well, you a member. You got a shot, my man. You have a shot. As a matter of fact, I'm going to download my member list right now. See members. I'd already done it. You know what? Let me. All right. I got my members here. Let me go to that wheel. All right. We got the members on the wheel. What y'all think, y'all? Should I drop my should I do the first giveaway now? Let's maybe do that. Share screen. Okay, I didn't nobody asked for all that. All right. So here goes that mighty, mighty wheel. Here goes that mighty mile. Let's shuffle it up. Oops. Hold on, I did something. My bad, y'all. I hit the banana in the tailpipe. Team Blacksmith is in the building. What's good, fam? Much love, much love. Hold on. Let me go back to my share screen. Share screen. Choose the wheel. Okay, it's up. Now let me shuffle it. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Fella, yo, hey y'all see our members list is getting deep. A lot of y'all gonna have a great opportunity to win that firearm for sure, for sure, for sure. Okay, look, the first giveaway we're gonna be doing is the Bull Pro. All right, the Sealy Bull Pro. This is their competition optic. This is the higher end version of their competition optic. Let's spin this wheel and let's see who is going to take it home. Oh, Christian J is in the building. And I feel good because I know Howard J is in here and he got her. So, Howard J, I don't think Christian's in here, but email me twoanla@gmail.com. Shoot me y'all info, and I will get you this Sealy Bull Pro out. Look, man, the Jays have been in a little drought, y'all. The Jays have been in a little drought. That was winning every week for a while there. They hit a little drought, but now they are back in it. Congratulations to Christian J. Howard, give my love to wifey. Congrats, congrats, congrats. All right, don't be disappointed, Law Abiding Savage. We got two more giveaways. Oh, Howard J said it's only a drought when I get banned. I heard that, bro. I heard that. So good stuff, man. Good stuff. I'm glad to know this is going to a good home, somebody that's going to appreciate it and use it. Couldn't be happier that it's going to the Jays, longtime supporters of the channel. No diggity, no doubt. Silverback Tactical, what's good, my man? What is good? So, fam, what else is good out there, man? Talk to me. What's going on? At the beginning, we was kind of talking about this rap beef. I feel like I got caught up in the matrix. Stuff was coming so hard, so fast. I really haven't been able to catch up with it. I kind of feel the same way about the playoffs. Although I heard Denver lost their first game, man. Them cats look good, bro. Them cats look good. They are not messing around. Thank you, Shayna, for dropping down the merch. Yes, we have a merch store. First of all, this is my guy, Fat Guy with Guns, Cap. So much appreciated to Zach. I always try to support my people and their gear. So he's got amazing merch. Hey, Christian, there she goes. Yes, mama, you won. You won. So yeah, I got my own merch store, fam. I got crazy merch in the store. I'm not gonna spend time talking about that, but for sure, if you get a chance, go check out the store. I see a lot of you guys rocking my gear. It's always appreciated. I love it when you post it on Insta or whatever. So much love for that. Oh, look. I'm gonna put y'all on hold for 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Okay, fam, I'm back. So look, fam, we're gonna do another giveaway right now. Let me shuffle it up. Let me share it to the screen. Share screen, share screen. Wheel of Fortune, share. Oh, you know what? Let me hold on. So shout out to Snap Marketing. I'll if you guys are looking to have um gear, or if you guys need marketing stuff, whether it's gear, whatever, any kind of marketing materials, my girl Marley B over at Snap Marketing, who I think is in the chat, man, they do a job. So she hooked your boy up with a 2A NLA patch and a 2A NLA keychain. You can't see it good. Here, let me take it out of the plastic. But I dropped this on Instagram the other day. So if you guys missed it, definitely go back and check it out because they're definitely clear. But we're going to give away a free patch and a free keychain to the members. I'm going to be doing this weekly. So, or certainly by every time we go live, I'll do a giveaway. I'll probably do it too on some of my regular videos, but that's the 2LA, and there we go. With the fam on there, because most of y'all know me by fam as much as you know me as 2A in LA. So we got that, and we also have that 2A in LA keychain. It has the same logo on it and everything. It's not coming through good, but it's dope, crazy dope. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and we're gonna give away a free 2A in LA patch and a free 2A in LA keychain. This is just on some extra stuff, fam, just cuz. All right, let's shuffle, and let's hit the go button. Oh, see? Oh, Jeff Dennis Dixon, you was almost in the house. Look, shout out to Jeff Beck. I don't think Jeff is in the channel. Hopefully he claims the prize. But yeah, fam, I'll be giving away a lot of these on the go forward. And since I got this up, let me remove Jeff Beck. Since I got this up, I'm gonna shuffle it up, and we're gonna give away the backpack. All right. Here we go. This is for the backpack. Oh, Christian J, how do I claim my winnings? Email me at twoanla@gmail.com, 2anla@gmail.com, 2 spelled out, and with your government and your address and everything, or where you want me to send it, and I will put it in the mail this week. I promise. All right, let's get this backpack with the body armor cracking. look. Oh, Silverback Tactical in the house. Congrats, Silverback Tactical. I know you're in here. Same thing, Silverback. Email me at TWOANLA at Gmail. Thank you, Gina. Email me at that email address with where you want me to send it, name and all that good stuff, and we'll get that out for sure this week. And while we're at it, man, let's go ahead and let's do our stream light. Shuffle. All right, this one again. This is the stream light right there. Look, fam, this is a bomb compact light. It's the perfect combination of like being compact and powerful. It's a rifle light, so yeah, this one is about that business. All right, who is going to pick up this stream light? Nola? No! Oh, Dale Gribble. Nola, my bad, homie. You was right there. But congrats to Dale Gribble. I don't know Dale. I haven't seen him in the chat. But Dale, you have until the next live to claim your prize. Same thing with Steven. You guys have until the next live to claim your prize. If you do not claim it by the next live, we're going to move on to somebody else. All right. So you got basically 2 weeks to figure out that you won and to hit me up. All right. That's the giveaways, fam, for the night. Thanks to all my members. I appreciate you guys so very much. Thanks, Gina V. Gina, for the new memberships. Howard J joined tonight. RGG joined tonight. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. So yeah, fam. Anybody got any more questions on how to judge a 2011? Again, I do not, as shown by the Legion Precision Chirac, you can get guns just because a gun is more expensive than another gun doesn't necessarily mean it's better. So there are some value buys out there in the 2011 space. I know Team Blacksmith has a Chirac, and by all accounts, he loves it. He can speak to that, and he's certainly done reviews on his channel relative to his Chirac. I haven't had any issues with mine other than the break-in period. But she's running like butter now. Anybody else with any more questions, comments, thoughts? I appreciate you guys, giving me support relative to the comments that were made earlier that I talked about earlier. I think I did the right thing by not posting that video. I don't think it was the best version of myself. Gina, killing it. Thanks, Gina. I'm going to get you on your next live. Just know that. Yeah, so if that's all we got, fam, I think I'm gonna shut it down, man. I don't know if there's any playoff games earlier. Coy says, my opinion, when you get over 3K, the gunsmith taste and how it's online with you makes you think which is best. Maybe. What's them guns? Hola. Best Year Journey. Best Year Journey. You coming and we about to wrap it up, but I appreciate you stopping through and saying what's good. Yeah, fam, I think I'm shutting it down. Fam, I had a long day, fam. We done had a lot of giveaways. We done had a lot of 2011 talk. Look, I'm dropping a video tomorrow. I got to see which one it is. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta see which video is dropping tomorrow. Oh, it's the unboxing of the Jacob Gray. So look, there's two videos or more, two videos on the Jacob Gray. Everybody's been asking me about it. Tomorrow is the unboxing. The review is probably coming end of next week, beginning of the following week. So stay tuned for that. But I do give you a close-up look at the Jacob Gray. I was going to drop that other video on Thursday, but I'm not dropping it. I might fill in something for Thursday. But yeah, fam, that's it. All right. Love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. Take care of one another. And check out the video in the morning. And we will adjourn here for our next live in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, make sure you're checking out my boy RGG's live. Make sure you're checking out Gina versus Gina live. Make sure we support each other, and make sure you check all of my Team Blacksmith stuff, because anytime he drops something, you know it's going to be fire. All right, that's it, y'all. Till next time, peace.